Irish Film Festival London returned with a programme of feature films, short films, documentaries, animation, panel discussions, and all concluding with the annual awards. Opening night packed a punch with One Night in Millstreet, the documentary about Steve Collins beating Chris Eubank to become world champion.
It's a great moment it was in my life, and I was there. But I didn't see it, if you understand what I'm saying. So now I'm going to get the view from the outside and see what really went on. When you're in the ring and you're boxing, you're preparing for the match, for the fight, you're switched off to what's going on around you. But now I can experience what everybody who came along, family, friends and supporters, I can now experience what they experienced by looking at it from the outside.
He believed in himself, which is why this movie is an absolutely fantastic example of how to get what you want in your life. Stop looking outside of yourself and look within. Believe in yourself. You have a person inside you. Steve was able to tap into that person who lived within him, which is why he was able to do the impossible. And I don't say that in any braggadocious type way. Just my skill sets were superior. But he overcame. So, Steve Collins was, what do I say? Well done, you. Yeah.
And thank God I was in the right place and lucky and blessed to have achieved what I achieved, because great athletes, great fighters did not achieve what I achieved. Better fighters than me did not achieve what I achieved. So I was lucky to be in the room when Barry Hain walked in, to be in the position to get, to be a substitute to fight Chris Eubank, to get the opportunity to, springboard onto the world scene. So there was a lot of luck involved, and I'm glad, I was in the right place at the right time, and I also worked very hard.
The films continued with Face Down, the disappearance of Thomas Niedermayer.
My husband Thomas was taken away from me and our daughters.
There is increasing concern as to exactly what has happened to Mr. Niedermayer.
If a group of men come to your house and none of them are wearing masks, in my experience, you're not coming back. Niedermayer was living among the people. He was a good man, but a good man was a soft target.
Thomas Niedermayer was not even a statistic. Like many, many victims, he'd faded from public memory. He'd faded from view. And what happened to his family was unknown. It's very important that we tell the story and that we bring to the foreground his brave granddaughters who have a story of hope, but that hope has to be based on the recognition that what happened to him, as William Matchett said in the film, was wrong, should never have happened. And so many other killings and murders should never have happened. And this whole notion that the cause is so important that the ends justify the means. Well, I'm afraid this film is a parable about the ends and the means, and what an awful reality the ends justify the means can produce.
It's a really important message both to me and my sister Rachel, is that it's not only those who are directly affected by terrorism who are victims of it, but those friends and family surrounding them, and also down through the generations. But what's been important to us is that, as my sister said, we aren't special. People have had far worse things happen to them. But what we hope is that by telling our story, it gives people courage and the motivation to change their own narrative and move on through education and communication rather than through violence.
This was followed by Lie of the Land, a thriller horror set on a farm.
Well, if that's the way you want it.
No, but it's great that the older, the more mature other characters can be these heroes, which is fantastic for us, for our age groups to play these characters, and the more of them, I think there should be more of them. Because there's always a story. It's how you tell the story. It doesn't matter if they're young or old or anything, but old people can also have interesting, exciting lives as well.
Are you looking for more action hero roles now?
Absolutely.
Yes, with a big capital Y. Yeah, why not? Bring them on.
Yeah, we can do it. We're ready. Anybody's watching it there, we're ready. Ollie and I, we're a team. We can do this.
The festival continued with the Irish language film Tarrac.
You don't have to be from the west coast of Ireland to understand it. It's, as you say, at its heart, it's a story of family and father-daughter story, and story about grief as well. And then everybody loves a sporting story, sporting underdog story. You can't go wrong, I think. Everybody loves one of those, and to be able to combine the two was great.
We have, I suppose, traditionally seen cinema and television in the Irish language as something that is just confined to the western seaboard, and something, you know what I mean, traditionally over the years, and getting it beyond that and getting beyond the shores of the country, getting it outside of the country is it's great to see it happen, and being treated as it's a feature film. It just happens to be in the Irish language. Do you know what I mean? And like all these great films, and like any other language, French, Italian, whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's really it's great for Irish cinema, and it's great for the Irish language as well.
RMT leader Mick Lynch was in the audience for 406 Days, the award-winning documentary about the Debenhams strike in Ireland.
We can't let this happen. There's no way we can let this happen.
It's mad to think that we're in a different country. That's, it's been shown over Ireland, and to actually hop on an airplane and come to a different country where the company was owned and was started, that's just really strange. Yeah.
We were treated like dirt basically, but we stuck together.
And like Jane said, coming over to another country to watch it is actually even more important to us, because it's getting our story out to a wider audience, and hopefully the more people that see it, the more likelihood that there is to change the practice towards workers and make sure legislation changes in the favour of the workers.
Verdigris depicted an unlikely friendship between a middle-aged woman and a young sex worker.
The response has been so incredible. I'm lost for words, to be honest. I don't even know what to say. Obviously we have a good bit of imposter syndrome after shooting, and then everyone has been so nice about it. I still am coming to terms with believing everybody, I suppose.
My father taught me that angels and demons walk among us.
Lies We Tell, starring Agnes O'Casey, reimagined Sheridan Le Fanu's novel Uncle Silas.
And I reread Uncle Silas about 5 times, and I just loathed the heroine so much. Because in the book, she's just a complete... She's written to be a helpless victim who just has no sense of power and runs around begging other people for help or to be nicer to her. And on one of my rereads, I just was writing something profane in the margin, like, I just don't buy this, only much ruder. And then I realized that she was just faking the innocent victim. And that, for me, was the spark of the story, that actually she was a fighter, and being an innocent victim was just her cover story that allowed her to get away with what she needed to do to survive and win.
This really strikes a chord, doesn't it?
It does, and that is so thrilling because, like, as I say, I keep saying it, we're all so proud of it. We all love the script so much, and so it's such a nice experience to get people to watch it and hear their reaction. You know, we just did a Q&A, and to hear that they've taken everything that we really meant from it. Like, I can't express how satisfying and exciting that is. It's wonderful.
Sunday saw the restoration of Joe Comerford's film Reefer and the Model, starring Ian McElhinney.
It's not a lady's choice. Men, stop. Or I'll kill both of you.
The festival concluded with the awards at the Irish Embassy. Best documentary went to One Night in Millstreet. The Ross Hubbard Award for acting was shared by Aina Hardwick and Alison Oliver.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it's such an honour. It's so special to be recognised at home as well, and just feel so lucky to be an actor and to be an Irish actor, and it's so lovely. So I'm delighted. Yeah.
How does it feel?
Very surreal, very surreal because it's kind of. It's always an odd feeling getting recognition for what you do. It's a very great feeling, but especially to get it from your peers and from the people whose work you've grown up watching, and it makes it extra special. So I'm taken aback and very delighted. Yeah.
Best short film went to Grace Dias's Waiting Day. Joe Comerford was honoured with the Sewell Ella Award for outstanding contribution to Irish film.
It's very welcome and unexpected, and awards matter. No matter what is said, awards matter. So, I've been making films a long time, 50 plus years. Pick up a few awards, all right, for individual films. But I never got an award which was sort of like this. This is a first, and it's appreciated.
Verdigris took the Best Feature Award.
It's just fantastic, every little bit of recognition or big bit of recognition that we get for Verdigris, it just helps so much because we are such an independent film that really we need word of mouth. We need people to see the film and talk about it if they like it, and awards like this are massively important to independent filmmakers, as is being invited to screen at wonderful festivals like this. We've just had the best time. It's been terrific, and this is really very much the cherry on top of a beautiful experience.
This amazing festival, it's been a total whirlwind for the last 4 or 5 days since we've been here, and we had a super screening on Saturday night in Piccadilly, and great crowd, really good response, and then to come here tonight to win the best feature, it's just incredible.
Irish Film and TV UK will return in 2024.